Hello, what is up? Been a long time that I went live, so feels actually good. How you guys been? We're gonna discuss about a lot of things today. We're gonna discuss about the market. We're gonna discuss about how I'm seeing, what I'm doing, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, it's not fun to be in crypto right now. I'm not having a great time, and this is also why I'm making a few less videos. I'm making a few less live streams because I'm really not having fun. I'm really not having fun, and I'm sure this is gonna change very soon. But I also have a lot of fun at the end of the day helping people out. But if people don't really want to listen, if people are acting overly emotional, there's so much that I can do to actually make them realize that this is the moments in which you actually make money, and you're gonna hear me repeat it a few times. That at the end of the day, you need to understand this. Nobody is born a millionaire when the grass is green, when everything is so fucking sunshine and rainbows and good flavored roses outside in the field. This is not the way that it works. The way that it works is actually buying in the moments that nobody wants to buy. Who are the people that made the most money with Bitcoin in recent times? The people that bought when the FTX crash happened, when the prices crashed at the end of 2022 or whatever that was. I even forgot the date. When we had, at the beginning of 2023, when everything was very bearish, those are the days in which I've made the most money in altcoins in recent times in this current bear to bull cycle, right? But people, I don't know if it's the same shit that happens every cycle. This is my second cycle and a half. I went in crypto pretty much at the end of 2 cycles ago, and honestly, even before, it was always the same stuff. People would complain, people would think that crypto would go to zero, people would think that the Bitcoin is going to zero, people would think that this altcoin, plus look at Terra, look at FTX, Celsius. There's been so many things in the last couple of years that have been so bearish for the industry, right? But at the end of the day, people will always have a moment, a reason to be bearish, and will also have reasons to be bullish. While I do believe that, everything was just put up in steroids, the all-time high before the halving, institutions becoming more and more heavily involved, and as a result, skewing us from this clear trajectory of the 4-year cycle and making everything so much less of a black and white matter. And this is why crypto is still to be considered a very risky asset class. Nobody really knows. I don't know what's going to happen with certainty. I can make, obviously, my own conclusions being based on my experience, but not me, not people with millions of followers. Nobody knows for a fact what is going to happen, how BlackRock, the people from BlackRock that decide on buying Bitcoin are going to wake up tomorrow. Nobody really knows, right? So what the most that you can do out of the situation is really just thinking, where are we in the cycle, and is this a good moment to buy? At the end of the day, if you think about Bitcoin year to date, just look at that. We're still more than a 2x up. So obviously, if I'm looking at the smaller picture, I'm like, oh, Bitcoin is bearish. But then I look at the year to date and I'm like, wait, actually, maybe this pullback was necessary for us to be going higher and higher. Don't you think so? We're still more than 2x up. If you accumulated your bags before Q4 2023, you should still be in profits for the majority of it. And although my portfolio went down maybe 50% from March and April, and shame on me, shame on everyone. Nobody probably was seeing us going sideways for all that long, but honestly, we're in this together, and the only people that really lose money in crypto are the ones that just give up right now. If you give up right now, you are basically, the meme of the guy that is just like digging down, looking for diamonds, and then just quits before the diamonds appear. It's the same shit. Because I can't tell if the pump is going to be in October, I can't tell if it's going to be in November or maybe in January, but I know it's going to come. And it doesn't really matter if I accumulate now, if I've accumulated the last couple of months, or if I'm going to accumulate over the entire course of September. At the end of the day, if I know what I'm doing, which is managing emotions and buying prices that for altcoins, in my opinion, are still very cheap, I'm going to be coming out as a winner in this bull cycle, and probably so will you. The people that will lose are the people that quit now because they've lost so much money, they can't manage emotion, they can't manage a correction that altcoins, which by the way is completely normal. Majority of altcoins in the previous bull cycle were dropping 80% before pumping 10 to 15x from the top. This is what happened with Matic. Look at the graph of Matic. Do you think it just went from here to here? No. Matic pumped a lot, then went down, and then pumped a lot again. This is the story of the majority of altcoins. But people just zoom in. Like, look, if I do this, I pretty much have the same situation of now. Look at this chart. Pump, huge correction from the top. Huge. Freaking huge correction, right? Look at this graph. Just put it in your face for a minute. Let's bring a lithium. This is the first project that comes to mind. It's a very similar behavior. It started from 0, pumped, corrected. 60% correction from the top. Matic had even 80. So this actually held up quite well. It would be 80 if it went here, which would pretty much be something like Tecton, another layer 2. And these are projects that I would still accumulate. How much did Tecton correct? 40 to 7. I mean, you make the calculation, but it's around 80, 84%. It's the same shit that happens over and over again. And the only people that really take advantage of this are the people that are emotionally resilient. My views are down. I'm not going to deny it. My live stream views, I used to average 300, 400 people even at my peak. Right now, it's 100-ish at the peak. That is also an 80% correction. Look at the views of Crypto Banter. No, maybe not Crypto Banter because they actually are a bit of a story in of itself. But look at Altcoin Daily. Look at Ben Armstrong, BitBoy. Look at the big guys that were huge in the previous bull market when I wasn't even around on the YouTube sphere. All of them have 80% down in views. Look at my private group. Some people left because they can't handle, but I'm telling people, this is the time that you want to join a private group. This is the moment in which you want to set your portfolio up for success. Because then all these people are going to come to my videos, they're going to come to my live streams, and they're going to ask me, is this a good time to buy? And I was like, no. It's not going to be a good time to buy. Now it's a good time to buy, but you don't want to buy because you're a pussy. You don't want to buy. It's not fun to be in crypto. Am I having fun? I'm not. I wish I was having fun right now, speaking about these things, but there's so much fucking negativity. And everyone is just going to be like, crypto is over. The bull cycle. See you in the next bull cycle. Are you retarded? Stupid. You're stupid. You have never, if you say so, you've never been through a bull cycle before. Because look at the fear and greed. What's the fear and greed? Like the real one. $26? Thought it was even lower. If there's anything that you take out of this live stream, you should probably, I can't give you financial advice. I can tell you buy or not. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. But you should probably buy around these levels and you should probably sell around these levels. This is how people make money. My portfolio is down. I'm down multiple 6 figures in my portfolio. I'm losing a lot of money. That's fine because I know that it's going to go to new all-time highs. Maybe in November. Maybe in February next year. Maybe in November next year. I don't give a fuck. I'm not anxious on making money. Neither should you. Because otherwise you're just going to crash out and burn. Like the majority of investors that have left crypto right now. There's barely any interest. If you see, our good indicators like Google Trends. Altcoins. What do you mean? I want to see in Italy. Let's look at that. Are you drawing a triangle? Look at that. 10 searches. This is what less than what we were having in November 2020. The bear market was 7. It's very similar to what, look, the searches that we were having in October, November, around the FTX crash, is pretty much the same number that we're having right now. Do you think that the big institution would buy crypto right now if they don't think that this is actually the future of money? Think again, because so many people will make the mistake. But this is just food for thought. Look at the searches of crypto right now. Nobody gives a fuck. Do you think that you should buy right here at the top? Do you think that you make money like that? Or do you think that you make money like this? Just food for thought. And now I want to get a little bit to the chat. Thank you so much. There's actually a lot of questions today. So I appreciate you all. As always, I'm going to try my best to reply to everyone. Sorry, Blush, what's up, boy, bro? GM. It's evening time here, but good morning to you wherever you are in the world. Hope you're having an amazing day so far. So let's also take the live stream sheet because we're going to see if there's any changes. And obviously, I'm going to tell you, as the title of this video, what projects I would consider buying now, what projects I would not consider buying now, etc. Need to look at O'Hare? O'Hare? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know what that is. I don't have the CA, but I mean, it's just another meme coin that dumped a lot. There's very little volume. I mean, there's been two buys in the last 2 hours. It's not a good sign. It's on Ethereum mainnet. I'm not trading a lot of memes on Ethereum mainnet. Seems like it's another character from Matt Fury. I don't know. It really depends on the community. I don't want to judge a project too heavily about the volume right now, because at the end of the day, the volume is going to be rock bottom for the majority of altcoins. But, you know, study the community. How's the community doing? Because the chart is shit. But the chart of the majority of meme coins right now are shit because they corrected a lot. And I do believe that all of this pretty much going to pump. So it's about investing into the best ones that are going to give you the best kind of returns when they actually pump. So that's up to you on studying the community. Yeah, could have potential. I just would have to research the community and how they're coping with these times. Pratik asks, which Caspa fork crypto is worth buying? None. You know the definition of a fork. Like, a fork is not good. It's not an original thing. Like Litecoin for Bitcoin. Like, they're not good. At the end of the day, people will always pivot towards the original. Now, the thing that I want to leave you with is, what is there that is actually building on the technology that Caspa is using without stealing the code? Because if you think about Pyrin is a piece of crap. And I know that I made a video about it because it was trending. I never bought it, by the way. Not me. I never recommended people to buy it. I just, for all the people that say, oh, Cipro, you shield this. No, I don't shield shit. The thing that I do is that I review projects for a living, okay? I review projects on my crypto channel, and I'm going to tell you organically if I like it or not. Pyrin, I was a bit like, could have potential, could not. I'm personally not going to buy it. So don't say, before people say, oh, but you recommended Pyrin. I never recommended Pyrin. I just reviewed it. I reviewed the tech, and I give you my thoughts on it. And on the fact that actually smart contracts, when Caspa was not even thinking about smart contracts, and barely is right now, by the way, was actually talking about, okay, we're going to do this before Caspa. We have a selling point, which fair enough. And this is why they actually pumped a lot back then, whenever that was. I think it was March or April this year. But anyway, I don't believe that Pyrin has potential because they just got caught stealing code for Caspa and being a stupid fork stealing technology. So I've only seen projects like that, to be honest. So if you're actually asking Caspa fork, as your question entails, I would say none. Why not buy Caspa instead? You're still going to make big returns. And people don't need to chase this 100, 200x's all the fucking times. And I've seen so many of these price prediction videos of Caspa saying $10, $15. Just shut the fuck up. Stupid. Honestly, like, I'm so sick of those videos. I don't even watch crypto YouTubers, really. I watch maybe 3 people. I don't know. But none of them make outrageous, outlandish predictions of Caspa because they understand, the people that are telling you I'm gonna sell Caspa when it's $10 are the people that are secretly dumping on you when it reaches $5 or $6, even less, maybe $2, $3. They're gonna just dump on you and they'll say, "Oh, I'm selling at $10." Like the people that got recently exposed with hard proof on the blockchain. So yeah, have you guys seen the new videos around? It's wild, especially because these people got exposed with clear proof. Everybody's been called a scammer these days. I have been called a scammer. A bunch of other people have been called as scammers, but it's one thing to call a scammer somebody when you have proof and somebody when you don't have proof because it doesn't exist. So shots fired, I don't give a fuck. Smash up the likes. If you're here today, you're probably smarter than 90% of people. If you're a good investor, you're smarter than 99, but just by watching this live stream when nobody wants to watch live streams on YouTube or videos about crypto makes you smarter than 90% of people. So congrats for being here. Smash a like to actually help me out and to wish ourselves mutual success. And also I'm giving you some of my time for free. I would really appreciate it. It takes a second and it's worth way more than you can imagine, especially in these times. Check out Shirk. Could be the next giant meme, under 1 million. The dev used to be the dev for Web AI. I don't know either projects. So it's a meme coin. Let's take a look at the screener. Shirk. When did it launch? A few days ago. Chart doesn't look too bad. Talking from like a pure technical analysis perspective, when you see a chart like this, you would perhaps want to catch a double bottom. So, maybe something like this. The volume is decreasing, but not like not drastically. It's still okay-ish. For days that are very red as this, I don't think the volume is too bad. I think it's okay-ish. What chain is this on? Ethereum. Mainnet. Cool website. $20% to the team. I mean, at least they're open about it. But, the majority of projects that are gonna say team allocation is 0%, they're secretly gonna snipe the supply. So honestly, I'm more bullish on seeing something like this because if they say 20%, it means that it's actually, they're not afraid of saying that. So I like it. I like this. Account suspended? What? Really? Do you have any alpha, bro? Maybe they have a new one. I don't know. Like, if the actual account is suspended, it's a bit of a flag for a new project, but maybe they created a new account. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess you are aware of the project since you know the dev. So maybe let us know. Take an loan to buy cat memes. Bro, I'm sure that some people are going to believe you if you say that. What's your price prediction for Caspa? I actually tweeted about it. Did I? Yeah. Don't be shy, guys. Let me know down here. What's your realistic price prediction? We're going to write a comment here on my X profile, and then we're going to talk about it at the end of the video. Let's do that. Because I also want to hear from you. Very happy to discuss it, but leave a comment there and we'll discuss it together at the end of the live stream. Mark Kunuki, good to see you, bro. Long time no see. Discount season red means buy. Absolutely. I'm glad that you are a very rational investor. Good to hear. Adam, good to see you too as well. Which crypto do you think is going to surprise everyone with their parabolic run? That's very broad as a question, but surprise everyone. What is going to surprise everyone? I don't want to say Caspa or I think Alephium. I think Alephium is going to surprise a lot of people because Alephium reminds me of the Caspa community, but without the toxic moon boys. I like the Alephium community more than the Caspa community, although I have way more Caspa dollars worth than Alephium. I do like the Alephium community because it seems to be more based on like the tech and actually building something worthwhile than just, you know, there's like less toxic people. I don't know if just because it hasn't grown as much as Caspa has so far, and that is going to change in the near future. But so far, I like what they're doing in the sense of community. And other ones, I think Duck the Duck, honestly, people still think, oh, it's such a risky investment. At the end of the day, if you understand what the people behind the projects are doing and what big plans they have, let me see, because I saw they had a recent announcement. See if I can find it here. I think I read it on Telegram. No, they announced on Telegram, I think. I mean, this is what they've done in the first 3 months. Vibrant community, daily content, 22k YouTube subs. They're probably like 30k right now. 4.7k followers, 42k on TikTok. Look how fucking big this is growing. And this was a week ago. I think it's already like much higher than that. I think it's gonna be fucking huge. But people don't believe in it. People are gonna buy, they're gonna ask me when it's like 20 million market cap, is this a good entry? Well, you're still gonna make money. It's not about that, but why not buy when it was 1 million? If you know where the project is going, you know what I mean? Whoever plus Fefe from Mind Viscosity, Andy plus Pepe from Boys Club. This is a very good Andy. I mean, how many Andys are there though? There's like 10 Andys. I'm bullish on Andys. I think I'm bullish on the Andy narrative. I think I'm bullish on the Boys Club narrative. Anything involving the Boys Club. But there's so fucking many to buy. It's very hard. Both CTO, active communities. Yeah, bro, I agree with you, Peter. I agree with you. There's just a lot of things that you could possibly buy. And I think that the majority of them is going to pump really, because at the end of the day, when everything pumps, in the altcoin season, everything pumps. You know what I mean? But I also think that, you know, think about the ones that are going to pump the most, like realistically. Because all of them are going to pump at the end of the day. When there's an altcoin season, nobody is going to give a fuck. But think of, you know, this maybe has a 10x potential. Maybe this one has a 50x potential. Obviously, you want to invest in the one there's 50x. All things as well as risk considerations being equal, you know. Cetus. Have I seen this before? Cetus protocol. 70 million. I've never really looked into this. I'm not that bullish into the SUI ecosystem. Unpopular opinion. I know that a lot of people are talking about it right now for whatever reason. How's the price of SUI? Can anybody tell me why everyone is talking about SUI? Because I just don't see it. I mean, it's gonna do okay, but somebody's asking me, will we find the stream on your channel? Yeah, all of the streams on YouTube are basically recorded, so you're able to access them tomorrow or whenever. Don't worry. No need to catch everything right now. And thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Okay, this is a DEX for SUI. A DEX for SUI. I'll take a look. I mean, I guess that if you're bullish on SUI, you would want to bet on this, right? There's just so much fragmentation. 17 million is not that big. It's quite small. Permissionless standard. I'm not sure what it means. I would have to do more research. Liquidity Pro, okay. Yeah. Also, one of the things that I like to investigate when I see projects of the sort is like, is there actually real utility in a project like this? So there's two tokens which I don't like, but is this tradable on exchanges? Cetus? Cetus? The fuck of a name. So it seems like there's two tokens. So this is something I already don't like. But I'd have to research it more. OKX Ventures, KuCoin Ventures, Animoca Brands. There's big investors. It's also for Aptos. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out more. The fact is that it has two tokens. So this one that hasn't had TGE yet. Okay, so users can earn it through liquidity mining, the Cetus. The X Cetus is non-transferable escrowed governance token corresponding to staked Cetus. Why did they make it so complicated? Yeah, and then you can redeem them through vesting duration. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the system, to be honest. The project seems okay. It's really a question of you, if you are really betting on the Sui ecosystem. The trading volume seems also quite okay. And obviously you can buy the token on the DEX itself, and also on decentralized exchanges already. It's on OKX, which is also good to see, especially because they are an investor into this. But I don't like the double token system. I don't think it really makes sense for, like, why? Why do you need to complicate the lives of investors if these things are already complicated by themselves? You know what I mean? I just don't see what scenario would push them to do something of the sort. As I said, post on post right here. We're gonna discuss. Dude is deleting comments? No, I'm not. You stupid? I'm literally in front of you. The fuck? Guys, to all the people that are asking me, do you want thumbnails? Do you want... No. I don't want your services. So save yourself some time. Save myself some time. I don't need anything. Thank you. Memes on Ton. Memes on Ton. There's not many memes on Ton that I would buy. I like Rido. I've been trading this, and I took profits when... If you'd been in my Discord, you would have probably taken some profits here when I sent the sell signal. And guess what? We are 60% down right now. Because obviously, when you see a candle that takes you 3x up overnight, it's probably a good moment to take some profits, right? For the long term, I'm very bullish on this project. Obviously, especially with all the conversation about Pavel Durov's trial, I guess, that is going to happen, and all of the media coverage that is going to give a lot of exposure to the Ton ecosystem in general. And Resistance Dog, if you guys are not aware what this meme coin symbolizes, it was first of all created by Pavel Durov himself, and it represents the fight of censorship, right? So given that he was basically, correct me if I'm wrong, but incarcerated or suspected guilty for threatening censorship, because obviously, you know, people are free to say whatever they want on Telegram and all these things, then it makes this project very valuable to my eyes. And especially if you really believe in the Ton ecosystem, if you believe in what they can achieve, and if you also believe on what the project stands for, because I don't want to say that it's got a utility, but I definitely can say that it stands for something. I think that Rido is going to be very big. I don't think that I want to be overly diversified for Ton meme coins, especially because at the end of the day, the majority of them have very bad volume. It's very low. But for something like this, I see a case in which it goes to... It should at least go to 1 billion, man. That would be a 25x from here. Maybe $2-3 billion range. Maybe. Depends on the ton ecosystem. I'm bullish on it. Guys, I appreciate you asking a lot of questions, but I'm going to get to your questions. Just that I have a shitload of questions. So obviously, I need time. But putting it twice doesn't help you. I'm just trying to help everything out. Sup, Several? Sup to you, Doe Fats? You must be new here. Never seen you. We're pretty rich. That is a much better mindset to have, my friend. That's much better than just thinking, oh, I'm doomed. Because obviously, if you say you're doomed, I haven't seen many people being so pessimistic and then ending up making a lot of money. Have you seen pessimists become millionaires? Very few occasions. Law of attraction, bro. ICP to the moon. I don't hate ICP. I just don't see it as a financial investment to actually build generational wealth. A lot of people seem very bullish on O'Hare. I'm not sure if I was rated in this live stream, but yeah, you guys seem to like it. Good. Rhythm is buying Tectum. That is a very smart choice. I've been buying Tectum heavily on the very lower highs that it kept having. I kept accumulating to my bag. I'm still at a loss, full transparency. I'm actually losing money with Tectum right now, but I know that it's probably going to pull out several multipliers from the top that it achieved around the $40-50 range. So I'm sleeping very well at night, and I keep buying Tectum. Great project. Pump and dumps. What is a pump and dump? Everything in the world is a pump and dump, my friend Logan. Dojo Protocol. It's a new AI project. 26 grand? Can be it. Dojo Protocol. Which one is it though? Okay, found it. 15 million. It's got a lot of trading volume and a very uptrend chart. Wow. 15 million? Launch in July. It's on Solana. I like what I see so far. Future computing on Solana. GPU account computing on Solana. I don't need to know anything more to understand that this is bullish. Fuck, I'm gonna research this. Thank you for bringing it up to me. I like the website as well. Damn, it's got a lot of stuff, huh? Is it backed by Solana? Also, is this on one page? The token page doesn't take you anywhere though. This is a bug. It's got crazy staking rewards. 80 and 120%. I don't know why there's no token page, there's no documents, there's no white paper that I can find. It looks very interesting on the card. I'm definitely gonna add it to my research notes. But I can't find a white paper. Can I see it here? Okay, I found it. GPU, VPN. Is it doxed? Why? It seems doxed. Okay, I can't be bothered, but it seems doxed. Incubated by Tars AI. Transactional currency, governance. Looks very good, man. Looks very good. I'll have to research it more. Thank you, China Joe, for bringing this up to me. Looks pretty good. Damn, son. You might have found something really good. Where can you buy this? It's on Maxi. KuCoin. It's very decent listings. despite the fact that and the volume is really high. Really interesting. AWT is not good. AWT was good when it pumped, when I brought it to YouTube. Now it's terrible, bro. If you're still in AWT, I am sorry, but have you been sleeping under a rock? Because I informed people to get out of this like months ago at this point. And yeah, it's sad to see because this project has so much fucking potential. But disgusting team. Rio was the RWA project, right? Realio, yeah. Yeah. This is one of the worst charts and super manipulated. Nah. Even if you really want to bet on RWAs, there's way many more RWA projects that I would pick over this. Peak network token coming out in 2 weeks. Deepin isn't an narrative you're bullish on. I disagree with that. I'm actually bullish on Deepin. AI Tech is a Deepin project. Search is a Deepin project. Deepin layer 1. I think it's going to be a good project. I would just be concerned of what level of market cap they're going to release at, because I think it's going to be freaking huge. I think it's going to be huge as a market cap. So ask yourself, is that going to be good as an investment? Because I think that the project is going to be great. It's just about, is that going to be a good investment? Because I'm not sure about that. And yeah, that's the question that you should ask yourself. And also, I think that project is going to have a very, very hefty pre-sale. So when it's going to be released to the public, there's going to be just a lot of dumping, okay? There's going to be a lot of dumping from the institutions and the big whales that have bought the pre-sale. So I honestly don't think that I would buy that at launch, but I might be wrong because I haven't seen the tokenomics. But I'm going to have a look. By the way, guys, just a quick shameless plug of, obviously, you guys know where to be. If you're here, you're smarter than the majority of people. If you want to be even more smart, you're probably joining my VIP group, because this is the moment in which you set up your crypto portfolio for success, okay? Not a few months from now when everything is in the green. You need to set up your portfolio for success. And there's also two secret picks with a total of 4 secret picks that I have, with 2 that have just been added, 1 last week and 1 is going to be added this week. I think I'm going to send a buy alert later on today or tomorrow. So yeah, we're really going to build our portfolios for success. So definitely join in. The website is cipral.com, linked down in the description. QR code is above my head. And also, I just want to remind you that I finished the 3-in-1 course bundle. I finally finished that. So if you click on courses on my website, you can see all of the course content. This is just some of the topics of the lessons, which are available only for lifetime members. I'm not selling this course separately. If you buy a lifetime membership, other than obviously not paying me ever again, you also get access to this forever. And the course is constantly updated. So let's say that next week there's a big update and I feel like the course is lagging. I'm going to put a new video lesson. You tell me that, hey, Cipro, can you make a lesson about this? I'm going to make you a lesson about this. I'm going to take constant feedback, constant requests for the lifetime members. So every time that they want to see a lesson on something that I feel like I haven't covered, I'm going to make that lesson. This is how open I'm being to my community. There's not a single other influencer that is doing this. There's not a single other influencer that is making lifetime memberships like this. They just want your money. I'm not doing that. I'm doing something that is going to be there for a lifetime for real, and I really want to educate people. This is also why I want to put it to lifetime members. I don't want people that just come over 1 month. That is not the kind of group. My group is not a pump and dump group. My group is actually something that is going to be there for years to come, and I want to educate people first and foremost. So thank you for listening to me. Okay. Where's the altcoin season? The altcoin season comes when Bitcoin dominance comes down, when the market sentiment comes down, where the rate cuts occur. There's a big announcement on CPIs on Wednesday. So expect some movement in the market, whether in the green or the red. September is always the most bearish month for crypto. October is always the most bullish month for crypto, especially in election years. The elections in the US are in November. So October, being that October should sit right now, again, in the year of the halving, should be very bullish, especially given the slow drain that we see in the last 6 months. Paired with the elections, and the rate cuts, there's so many bullish catalyst events that are going to come our way. So the altcoin season, in my opinion, is going to occur either between October and January or early next year. And perhaps we're going to have another run late next year. Obviously, I can't know for a fact. Nobody can know. It's just my own interpretation. But I think it's quite stupid to assume right now that October is not going to be a bullish month. Because if there's one thing that is certain out of the entirety of the year, is that October is going to be very green. People have been liquidated. People have lost their cool. They've lost their bags at a loss. There's less and less risk in the market right now. There are a lot of people, emotional investors are out, and the market manipulation from institutions has already occurred. So the altcoin season is going to come sooner than later. Caspa is all you need. Pampolinsky, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Another emerging channel that I would recommend you guys check out. And Caspa is all you need. Yeah, in fact, that's why Caspa is the biggest foundation of my portfolio, because I really believe in the tech and I really believe in what this project can achieve. And if you think about it, Caspa has been the top performing coin in this bear market, even if we had a bullish momentum at the end of last year, beginning of this year, it doesn't matter. Caspa has gone through a trajectory of its own. It's just being bullish and bullish all on the way up, and as a result, I'm bullish on Caspa. Why would you not? Totally. Cipro, what's up? Thanks, bro, for what you do. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. Means a lot, especially in days that, you know, everything's so shit. Yaman Solana. I don't know what this is. 2.9 million. Trading volume is not very high. Launched recently, and it's only on Dexes. It's on Solana, though. Given it's on Solana, I gotta look. Cloud Gaming Engine. Cloud Gaming Engine. Cloud Gaming Engine. 385 nodes. Doesn't say much here. How it works. So it's an ecosystem powered by nodes on gaming, on Sol. I would definitely have to research it. Perhaps I can research it. Is there any info on like backers and stuff? I'm not seeing like big backers. 0.58, like the volume is not high. Circulating supply 34, so it's not that bad. It's weird that I haven't heard about it because it's been around for a bit. It had its run, corrected, like pretty much every altcoin. So it doesn't look any different from pretty much every chart in crypto right now. I'll try to research it. I'll take a look. I'm bullish on Chirplay. Chirplay didn't do jack shit like the majority of utility altcoins in the market. Everybody was just focused on meme coins at the end of the day. But honestly, this chart is not worse than the majority of other charts. Chirplay went to this, dropped down considerably, to be honest. Maybe more than what I thought it would have. But to be honest, just take it as a discount. I'm still bullish on it. I still believe on what they're building. When they're gonna do like more exchanges, the volume is still relatively high for the market cap that they have. I'm bullish on Chirplay. Some people have asked me, can you make a video on Chirplay? There's not really a lot that I can say about Chirplay. I know that, you know, they're gonna be big in my opinion. They're still posting updates constantly about stuff, so I think they're still gonna do well. Apparently, I'm deleting comments, even though I literally opening this post now, like before. Mike says 60 to 80 cents. 60 to 80 cents. That's quite bearish. That's very bearish. If we don't manage to get to $1, I'll be very surprised. That's what I can tell you. Why mid-layer and under market caps are different on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap? Because CoinMarketCap is owned by Binance, so they're gonna have a very heavy skew in the market, and CoinGecko is more like an independent company. 99% of cases, the one of CoinGecko is a accurate number. The ones on CoinMarketCap, unless they're listed on Binance, they don't really care about having full accuracy. I do prefer CoinMarketCap for the interface. I don't like the interface of CoinGecko other than portfolio tracking. But yeah, I can tell you that just if you want accurate numbers, just rely on CoinGecko better. Caspa, Tao, Bitcoin Nero, Sui, Tectum. You have good picks. I don't have all the picks that you have, but I like Tao, although I don't have any. There's a lot that you're missing though. My country of origin is Italy. And ADA is a bad investment because it's just old. It's old. It's a dead community. There's no point investing into Cardano. Look what Cardano did in the last year. It barely did anything, despite the fact that the Bitcoin outperformed Cardano in the last year. So if Bitcoin outperformed Cardano, there's probably no point. If Bitcoin outperforms your altcoin, there's absolutely no point investing into an altcoin in the first place. It's a project that had its bull cycle. It actually did better in the second bull cycle that it had compared to the previous bull cycle, which is actually something very weird that doesn't happen for the majority of altcoins. But nobody's talking about Cardano these days. It's already listed on the top tier 1 exchanges. It's not gonna have a lot of traction at all, and if anything, it's got a very, 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 very bad reputation in the industry. So Cardano would be probably the last one of my investments right now. So absolutely, I would not touch it with a pinch of salt. It's old. Think about the new project. You look at this chart, and then you look at the one of Caspa. Caspa is missing tier 1 exchange listings. It's newer. It's way, way newer. Super healthy, best performer in the bear market. Why would you buy Cardano over Caspa? Just doesn't make any sort of sense. And I can make you a lot of other examples. I can talk about Lithium if I want to be a little more regen. I can talk about Tao, another project that hasn't seen a bull cycle, that it's newer, it's fresher, it's got a better community and better technology. So why would you touch Cardano? KLS and Cedra. I don't know these projects. Where are you guys pulling these projects from? Carson. Chart looks like shit. Is this another layer one? Is this a Caspa fork or some shit? Ah, fuck that, bro. Nah. I don't know if the other project's the same, but why not buy Caspa in the first place? I don't see it. Cadena. Cadena is all news. Cadena is all news. I love this comment. Xborg is the thing you need if you want to dump on Alex Becker followers. Oh my god. He's an advisor. Listen, Alex Becker is an advisor in like 50 projects though. So not even himself has the influence that he used to have, at least for now, you know. The thing is that he's an advisor in so many projects, even Miria. He's an advisor on Miria, but Miria, after the run of gaming project, also corrected so fucking heavily. So, I mean, he's also an advisor here, but I think that Miria is a project that hasn't done anything. It's probably going to go to zero at this point because it's not doing anything at all. So just because Alex Becker is an advisor, don't think that it's just like what it used to mean 1 year ago. Especially because it's not even granted that the gaming... I don't know if that project is a gaming project. I assume so, since he's very focused on gaming and AI, really. But yeah, invest into narratives that make sense, first of all. Oh man, I've been doing great. How are you? My opinion on Cubic. My opinion on Cubic was very negative, but I haven't kept track of it. I don't know what they've been doing recently, to be honest. The chart looks very bad, and I don't like a lot of things about Cubic, but I don't know what they've been up to in the last 6 months, to be completely honest. I made a video like 1 year ago, and then I haven't looked at the project since, but by looking at this chart, it doesn't look great, but at the end of the day, most projects are down, so I'm not going to judge it too heavily about this chart. But yeah, I don't think I'm interested, to be honest. I'm very bullish on Mavia. If you are so convinced about the gaming altcoin to be there, I think that Mavia should be probably one of your top picks. It's a great project. I'm not so bullish on gaming anymore. I have a few gaming projects. I don't have Mavia, but if I was to expand a crypto gaming portfolio and I was a big believer in crypto gaming, I would probably get Mavia. I think it's one of the strongest projects out there, especially because if you think about Clash of Clans and the fan base that they have, it just makes sense that Mavia is going to do well. And at this price, looks really good, guys. This price looks really good. Shame on all the people that were... I know a lot of people that were buying this at $9, by the way. Like... what the fuck, bro? Like, I should do a minute of silence for the people that were buying the top of this. If you buy Mavia, buy it at these prices. But obviously, I can't give you financial advice. But it's pretty much the same price that it got at Black Monday of August 5th. Fucking huge. Okay, Sean is asking me, projects that can do 100x. And obviously I named the title like this, so I need to give you some alpha. So obviously I think I'm giving a lot of alpha in this live stream, but I also need to, what can realistically do 100x from here, from my picks right here. And by the way, there's also a lot of projects that are going to do 100x that are not in my list. I don't have a crystal ball. But out of my projects, I think that Tectum can do 100x from these levels because I like to compare Tectum with Polygon, and I like to think that Matic had around a 15x from the bottom, from the previous local top. And if you think about the previous local top for Tectum, there was a $43, a 15x from there, we'll put it around a $600. So considering that Tectum is right now $7, that would pretty much put it at a 80 to 90x territory for me. And also, if you consider that there's more and more liquidity that is going to come into this bull market when it actually starts, and we've not seen any of that, I think that it makes sense to say that Tectum is going to have those crazy multipliers. Now, other projects that can do that kind of multiplier, I think that Duck the Duck can do that. Obviously, still a gamble. Don't blame me. I'm still informing you that it's a very risky play because it's very small in market cap, but it's not as risky as I would consider something that has got a market cap of the sort, because it's 1.3 million in market cap, and I know what the project has been up to. I know what they're trying to build. To me, it just makes sense. Just look at I made 2 videos. I mean, maybe even 3 videos on Duck the Duck. So check them out, and you're gonna find out more about it. So that's already 2. I'm going to give you another one. You know what? Solana ID. Solid. A lot of people don't even know what this project is. And shame on you if you don't. Because I'm so bullish on that. I'm sorry. I'm so bullish on that. And people don't even seem to want to learn about this project, because if I compare the views of all my videos, even right now that my views are so down because the market is shit, look at the views of Solana ID. Don't say that you haven't been bored. Look at how few my views of Solana ID are compared to the ones of my other videos. Okay? I have videos that have more than 100,000 views. This one doesn't even have 1,000. So obviously everybody's going to tell me, oh, this project looks very good, bro. First of all, if you had been in my private group, you would have participated to the private sale. If you've seen my live stream, you would have participated to the seed sale. Right now, you're only left to buy it. I'm not sure if they're around the public sale yet. The public sale could still be around. But yeah, the TG is going to happen sometimes in Q4, so it's not a project that is out yet. But it's going to be my top play in the Solana ecosystem because I know the founders. I even know the founder personally. Is a great, probably one of the hardest workers guys that I've seen in the crypto industry so far. And this is going to be fucking huge. So I'm going to just leave it like that. Again, this is something that my group got this at 5 million fully diluted evaluation. And the public sale is going to be, I think, 20 million. So we're going to be 4x already on our investment, but there's plenty more room for growth. Probably will go to the billions, with the B. Fuck yeah. So I give you 3. If you want to know 2 more, join my VIP group because I just sent a buy alert last week for a utility play that I think is going to be one of the top gainers that I have in my portfolio right now. And there's also going to be another buy alert for another project that is probably going to come tomorrow. So there's 2 more 100x coin. But I already gave you 3. Do you forget about Elixir games? No. But why? Why would I buy Elixir? I've already lost money with Lit, to be completely honest. I'm not following. I don't care. The team is awful. No interaction whatsoever with the audience. Communication is scattered. It's on Solana. It's already on Bybit. The volume seems high. It keeps having lower lows from where it launched. So if you really want to buy it, it's probably gonna dump more. But it's not something I'm gonna be interested in covering or buying. I'm not so bullish on the ZF narrative. I know that a lot of people in the YouTube sphere or my peers are, but no, I'm just not interested. I've researched it already, like a lot of time. How's the chart, by the way? I mean, it looks like crap, but majority of people, all projects look like crap. Corrected heavily. There was also a lot of FUD surrounding this project. I really wouldn't buy it. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna watch another couple of comments and then we're touching 1 hour. More bullish on Tectum or mid layer? I would say both, but if I was to pick one, I would probably pick Tectum at this point, just because I think it's it encompasses like a bigger degree of a bigger scope, let's say, in the altcoin sphere. But I think that I'm equally as bullish. But maybe I'm more bullish on Tectum. Sorry if I contradict myself, but I just think that you should have both. Meme coin colors to follow other than me. Wow. Oof. Very few, bro. I like Blaney. Krito Blaney, I think, is a great guy. And I think he called good picks in the boys club sphere. And also another guy that we're doing several collaboration. Yeah, he's a great guy. I would recommend following Crypto Blaney. Probably the only other YouTube in the meme sphere that I would recommend. I can recommend you other YouTubers that I watch, they're literally in the palm of my hand. But in the meme sphere, I think it's only Blaney. I would say equals to me. Equals. It's not a competition. It's just that is reputable, just like I am. Lightlink looks good, but the vesting schedule is not that great. And the vesting schedule is very important when the market is in a downtrend. Not so much in the altcoin season, but since we are in a heavy downtrend, it's obviously going to be very important. There's nothing as a safe 100x. There's nothing that is safe to be called 100x. Otherwise, everybody would be rich. Everybody would be a multimillionaire, if not billionaire. KRC20 is more conscious. Yeah, Caspa has really a lot of catalyst events. I'll give you that. Okay, guys, keeping this lower than 1 hour, as always, because it's just the sweet spot that people also like to watch. I thank you so much for watching. Also, a reminder that my lifetime members are gonna now get access to the 3-in-1 course bundle, which is finished. I've already talked about it, so rewind the stream if anything. And yeah, there's 2 new buy alerts for 2 new projects that I haven't talked publicly on YouTube. I'm not gonna talk about them for the foreseeable future. So if you wanna find out what they are and get exclusive access before I talk about them, before we're already in big returns, before I bring them out to YouTube channel, join there. I thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Take care.